is a tip on how to find out if your audience can see your whiteboard and how well they can see it, and that will give you an idea of how to calibrate your drawing so everyone in the room can see your message and they're sitting in the right place to see your message. So imagine this. You have a room full of people you haven't worked with before. Either you're new or you're visiting, or you have a workshop you're just about to start, so you don't know people yet. One of the icebreakers you can do, I call the fog cutter. And there's a little bit of prep, so you draw the board first, and when people come in, you have them stand in the back of the room facing away from your whiteboard so they can't see it just yet. And you can do this in a couple different ways. You can separate people out into groups and have them do it in a group if you've got a big group. But around 5 or 6 people, it's easy. And they all stand at the back of the room, and hopefully there's room to walk between the chairs so that they can move forward. So stand at the back of the room, and then you do the, all right, turn around, ta-da! Now I want you to walk forward through the chairs until you can see this little picture up here and know what feeling it has. And you can read these words. So walk forward. Some people, if you have a small room, may be able to see the little sad face and the word detail from the back of the room. If it's too big of a space, they'll need to move forward. Now, they stop, and you can see that. So that's usually the smallest words that you want to write on your board is 2 inches tall, so you can see it at a distance. Now, you can have them say, all right, take a step back until you can just make this out. And this is the kissy face. So then they go back a little bit, and then they can see, oh, okay, I can't really see that, but I can certainly see that. And then, if you have some people who didn't see this, and this is a little tough, say, all right, to get into the seats, make sure you can see this one. So come forward until you can see this one. Now, how many times have you presented and everyone sits in the very back row of chairs? And you have to shout and wave your arms a lot so people can see you and get your message. So this is another reason to bring them to the front of the room so you don't have to draw huge letters and use up all your space trying to write just a few words because everyone chose to sit too far away from your board. So again, get them to come in and sit close enough, but not so close that they're right up against your board, right? So if they cannot see a 2-inch detail from your first row, then you need to go into accessibility and do some accommodations for that because you want everyone to get your message. Also, you need to test for color because color blindness is a real thing, people. It really is. And everyone is different. Everyone's built differently, which makes it very entertaining. And when you're doing a presentation, you're using accent colors. So what you want to do is find out if everyone can see 4 different colors, that's one, and shout out which one is easiest to see of these. Now, high contrast makes it easy to see. So black and white is the easiest to see. Next, we've got green, blue, and red. So whatever color markers you have, draw a unique shape for each of your markers to make sure people can all see your markers. Now, common color blindness combos are blue-green. They look like the same color. Also, red and green can often look like the same color. If you're using shades of a color, you don't want to put those next to each other if you're trying to call them out. Now, if you're trying to do something fun and artsy and you want them similar, then we'll talk about that in another tip episode. So, to recap, in the fog cutter, you are testing for size, how tall the words are. You are testing for color, for contrast, to make sure people can see the difference. And you're making sure they're sitting in the place that is the best for them to be able to see your message. So again, that is the fog cutter exercise. And this is what you do as an icebreaker to make sure you have everyone where they have the best experience.